Hi, how are you? So today this video is going to be about um if you're pretty, watch this. To a message to all my pretty girls. So this video is probably going to be called a message to all my pretty girls, and so there's a lot of things I want to say, but when you click on this video, what I want you to know is that a lot of people will be jealous of you when you're a pretty girl. It doesn't matter what race and what skin tone, but yes, there's privileges that some people have that other people don't have. But regardless, any skin tone, any race and ethnicity that you might have, um, you can still be pretty. All right. So you don't have to have a specific ethnicity to be considered as pretty. Pretty beauty is in the eye of the beholder. All right. So with all that being said, a message to all my pretty girls. And yeah, so a message to all my pretty girls. You will have a lot of people that are jealous of you. And yeah, people that you work with might be jealous of you. Not all of them, but yeah, it does happen. And this is when you become strong. This is when you become bold. And this is when you stand on your own feet and you let no one give you a hard time. Like, people will try to give you a hard time, but this is when you know who you are and you stand in what you believe in. So, girls, especially girls that might be older than you, they might be jealous of you because you're a young, gorgeous, beautiful woman. Older women can be beautiful as well, but I'm just saying that when it comes to work environment, a lot of girls who are jealous of you might be jealous because you look younger than them, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, and you have more energy, you have more joy, and they don't like that you're happy, they don't like that you're in a good mood. So everything that you do, they will criticize it, and it won't be enough. Like, if you're a pretty girl and you're known as the pretty girl at work, you're so powerful that anything you do, people will talk about it, even if it's not none of their business. Because you know most people, when they work, they just want to work and then they go home and they just do their job, right? But some people, they'll be so upset because they're like, damn, this girl is so pretty and she's working. So she how can she work so good and she be pretty at the same time? Like, that's too much to handle. But it's like, that's how you know that their soul and spirit is trash, and that you will actually make it more than them. You know what I mean? So, a message to all my pretty girls: work hard, be smart, be intelligent, be educated, and if people are jealous of you, that's none of your concern. I said what I said. Like, if girls are jealous of you or if guys are jealous of you, that's none of your concern. But I did watch this video on YouTube. There was this girl, she said that it's better to have a male manager than a woman manager. Because you know why? Because most women who are managers, who are in positions of being a boss and telling their employees what to do, they will literally try to give employees who are women a hard time because of jealousy. Instead of being in a role of leadership and leading people to do better so the whole company can work and flourish how it's supposed to work, how it's supposed to be, instead of leading people to work better and uplift them and motivate them so the company can uphold a right image, instead of doing that, they rather pick on a person that they're jealous about, and that's very petty. Can you imagine a grown woman giving a hard time to another woman because she's jealous? Like, that's very petty. That's not working in your leader role. So, a message to all my pretty girls out there: a lot of people will be jealous of you. And a lot of people who are jealous of you, they're not going to tell you that they're jealous. Because who wants to admit that they're jealous about another person? Like, you know what I mean? So, but you will find out that they're jealous because the way they treat you compared to other people will be a real indicator of how they feel and how they perceive you. All right. So let that sink in. That's why a person in general, men or women, can have more than you, can have a higher title than you or status, and they still feel inferior when it comes to you because you have something that they don't have, that they'll never have. Right? Can you imagine a girl that's beautiful, gorgeous, and she has a nice personality and people like to talk to her and people feel amazing when they're around her? And yet a woman holds a title but nobody really want to talk to her. They just talk to her because they have to. But you, they don't have to talk to you, but they talk to you because they want to talk to you. So that's the difference. So, a message to my beautiful, gorgeous woman, especially my black woman: It's gonna get hard for you. A little bit, it's gonna get hard. And people will be so mad that you don't fit a stereotype. People will be mad that you're educated, that you probably went to university or college, or you don't have to go to college or university, but they'll be mad that you know how to put yourself together. They'll be mad that every day people can give you a hard time, but you find a way to still do your job. Yeah. And if you're a pretty girl, don't let beauty, don't let beauty be like, listen, people will tell you that beauty doesn't matter, and it does matter, not 100%, but it does matter. And if you're a beautiful woman, keep being beautiful. Don't ever don't ever like, dim your light or your confidence because you want someone to feel comfortable. That's their problem, that's their concern. You have the right to be beautiful, you have the right to be gorgeous, and I say it so many times, and I will say it 1,000 times in this platform. This is a message to my pretty girls, because I know that when you're pretty, people will be jealous. People will give you a hard time. And even people that you work with might give you a hard time. I'm not saying everyone that you work with is going to be jealous, but you can tell when a girl or a man is jealous. But the reason why I say that sometimes it's better to have a man manager than a woman is because girls will be petty. Have you noticed that most men managers is either they like you, or you know they keep it professional. Most of them keep it professional. They'll just be like, I want you to show up on time, I want you to work hard, and that's it. That's it. They won't really ask you personal questions. They might ask you personal questions, but they won't really go really far with those questions, right? Especially in this climate and generation, like, you know what I mean? But women, they'll literally ask a lot of questions. And if they don't like you, if a girl don't like you at your job and you're the pretty girl, everything you do, she will try to find a reason to like criticize it. If you wear lipstick, if you wear makeup, they'll literally want to know who you're dating, who you're in a relationship with, and that's not related with the job. That's not related with the job. So this is to prepare you. If you're watching this video, this is to prepare you about the real world. When girls are jealous, they will literally try to give you a hard time at work. That's when you become bold. If you're considered a cold ass girl, a bitch at your job, then let it be so. Like, I'm not telling you to treat people badly, but I'm telling you, if someone is trying to make you feel uncomfortable, it doesn't matter what status and position they hold at the company, you stand up for yourself and you speak bold, because you have the authority to like be who you want to be, right? You do your job every day, you work hard. So why are they trying to bully you? Why are they trying to give you a hard time? Why? That's against that's against humanity. That's against the job policy. You don't bully people because you hold a higher title than them when it comes to a job. You don't do that. That's wrong. If you want the company to work well, you have to treat everyone with respect and decency. And like, if you if you have jealousy, don't have jealousy. And it is unprofessional to have to treat someone wrong because you feel that they have something that you don't have, or whatever, you know what I mean? So this is to prepare all my beautiful ladies. If there's a career you want, if there's a dream that will work well for you, then go for that dream. Because people often think that when you're beautiful, everything is given to you. Some people, they're given everything because they're beautiful. Maybe models are given those opportunities or whatever, free clothes, free makeup, and whatever. But you can also work from the ground all the way to the top. So, you know what I mean? Everybody's journey is different. But just because someone is given everything on a platter, it doesn't mean that they're not put through hard situations. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So all my beautiful, gorgeous ladies, people will be jealous of you. People will try to talk bad about your work. People will try to make you look like you're not doing your job every day, even if they clearly see you sweating and everything, but they'll try to make it look like you're not working at all, because what they want to do is they want to break you down to the point that you don't really look beautiful, but you're always beautiful. You find a way to shine through, even if they try to put you through some terrible situation. And like, when I say girls will be jealous of you, I don't mean just the managers and people that are in higher positions than you. I'm talking about anyone that's a woman that works around you. If they see that you're happy, you look good, you smell good, yeah, they're gonna feel a type of way about it if they're jealous. And when they're jealous, I'm telling you, you can tell, because obviously word goes around. If you're, let's say you're doing your job right, and then you hear that someone's talking bad about you and saying that you're not doing your job. Who does that come from? It comes from the woman that you spoke to 2 minutes ago that had this fake smile when you talked to her. She had a fake smile, but then she want to talk to you. This is what I don't understand when it comes to women. It's like, if you don't like a woman and you're working with her, then why talk to her? Unless if you have to talk to her regarding, the work and the job. But like, listen, everyone's here to work and do what they have to do. So you have to keep it professional. It doesn't matter if the girl's pretty. You don't know what she's facing behind closed doors. And even if everything is sunshine and rainbows, like, focus on what you have going on, and maybe yours can be sunshine and rainbow. Like, that's just rude, because the way that I am is like, hey, it doesn't matter if a girl's beautiful or gorgeous. If she does her job, then she does her job. I'm not gonna go out of my way and give a girl a hard time because she's beautiful and pretty. That's unprofessional, that's dumb, that's stupid, and that's immature. You know what I mean? Because think about it, when you help a person level up, they can help you level up in the future. Just because that girl at the moment, she might not have a higher title than you, but you don't like her, just because that girl is pretty, but yet she doesn't have a higher title than you, and you treat her wrong, you don't know how that's gonna fall out in the future. You don't know if one day you're gonna, want some advice from her, and then she's not gonna tell you any advice because you're the one that treated her bad for no reason. Out of your own feelings, you decided to treat her bad and give her a hard time at the job. So when you're a pretty girl, people will be jealous, and some people, when they're jealous, will give you a hard time. They'll be rude, they'll be disrespectful to you, and then they'll think that you won't stand up for yourself. And when you stand up for yourself, they'll back away, and rightfully so. They should back away, because it's like, it's not just beauty and looks. She's smart, she's intelligent, and she works hard. You know what I mean? And that's how a lot of girls really burn friendships, because, like, listen, there's some girls you treat wrong, but just because they don't say anything, it doesn't mean they don't know what you're doing. So this is a message to my pretty girls out there: be educated, be smart, get education, work hard, learn new skills. Learn new skills, like learn how to sing, learn how to dance, go for your profession, go for your career, go for your dreams. Yeah, you can do a 9 to 5, at the moment, but like, at the same time, do your business, do your hustle. And when I say do your business, do your hustle, I'm talking about the legal way. Don't do things that are illegal. Don't do things that are a problem. I'm saying do things to help you level up, and let those girls, let those people, those guys be jealous of you, and you keep leveling up. You don't own them an explanation. Especially when you know that someone is jealous of you. You don't own them extra details of what makes you happy when you're doing your activities and your hobbies. You don't own them an explanation. You level up. Oh well, you know what I mean? So when you're a pretty gorgeous woman, people will be mad that you don't fit a stereotype. People will assume that you're not doing your job correctly, and you can literally do your job in front of their face, and they'll still find a reason to make problems with you. So don't be a doormat. If they think you're a code bitch because you finally stood up for yourself after so many times they try to make you feel, or and make it look that you're not doing your job right, yeah, let it be. Let it be. Because a lot of girls that are pretty, all they do is do their job. That's all they do. Is they do their job. I'm not gonna generalize and say every girl that's pretty is a nice person, a good person, but what I'm saying is, like, it is wrong to treat somebody badly because of how they of because they look good. That's illogical. You know what I mean? How did that person treat you? How did that person speak to you? That's the things that should matter. Because, like, when I see a pretty girl, I'm like, I'm not gonna give her a hard time because she's pretty. When it comes to work and job, if you work good, then there's nothing to discuss negatively about. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, this girl's so pretty. Um, let me make it look like she didn't work. No, she did work. You saw her work. So what's the problem now? So to all my pretty ladies, they will give you a hard time at your job. It depends what job you do, but you know, they'll be jealous. Girls will try to give you a hard time. And like, you know, so go for your dreams, go for your career, and keep leveling up, and you'll have no choice to see that you're actually on the right path. Avoid gossip and drama, and let no one bully you. Let no one bully you, not even your supervisor, your manager, none of that. Go for your dreams. If you're a pretty girl watching this, A lot of people will be jealous, and some people that are jealous will give you a hard time. They'll make it look like you're not doing your job, and every day it'll be a new drama and a scandal concerning the way that you're behaving and working and whatever. It'll always be like, she's not working hard enough. She's working too slow. She's not working fast enough. Work faster. Oh, you didn't pay attention to details. I want you to do this and that. Yeah, you did this and that, but you should have did this and that, like this, like that. Like they never be appreciative of how hard you work. It's always like, oh, you did this and that. You didn't do it this and that good enough. Oh, you see that little mark right there? You didn't do that enough. You need to do this, like that. Who taught you how to do this and that? That's not enough. You're working slow. You're working too fast. Oh, you're working too fast. You should take your time. It's always something with those people. It's always something. So, what I'm telling you, if you're a pretty girl, you know there's things that can help you out. Be smart, be intelligent, stand out for yourself, stand up for yourself. Go for your career. If you can sing and dance, do that on the side. If you're working, do that when you have time. Sing, dance, draw, paint, be a new Leonardo da Vinci, sell your art, sell your merchandise, you know? Don't tell them even if they ask. And if they ask, just keep it short. Yeah, I'm doing my passion. That's it. They don't have to know, especially those that give you a hard time for no reason. You know what I mean? So, because that exposes how those people are, if literally you give no problems to those people, and yet because you're pretty, they try to give you a hard time because of it. But that is reality. There's people like that. And that's when you stand up for yourself and you say what you gotta say. All right? So, to all my pretty girls, I might do a part two, but this is a message to my pretty girls and gorgeous girls, especially my black women out there. Stand up for yourself, work hard, but work smart. Sometimes work smarter, not harder. Especially if you know that the job you're doing is draining your energy, work smarter, not harder. Have a little bit of attitude. I don't care, because some people, because you're pretty and gorgeous and you're trying to take care of yourself and you're not fitting a stereotype, and you're not ratchet and ghetto, and because, like, you know, because you're focused on your job, and then you go home and you do what you have to do, because you're not doing gossip and drama, because you keep it peaceful and nice. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself and keep dressing good, keep smelling good. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? And go for your dreams, go for your profession, work hard, study hard. If you become an influencer, let it be so. And if they ever ask, "Oh, why you didn't tell me you was an influencer?" Why would I tell you? You give me a hard time. Almost every day you give me a hard time. You treated me bad. You treated me wrong. Everything I do, you criticize it. You never congratulated me for my hard work. It was always like it was not good enough. Oh, you gonna get in trouble if you don't do this like that, do this like that, like that. And they're always on your ass. They're always on your butt. Excuse my language. But like they're always on your rear end about everything you do, and they can clearly see that you're doing your job harder than everyone else. So, to all my pretty girls, go for the career that will actually help you. Use your privilege. Use your privilege. Use your beauty. Use your looks. Use the good perception, the good stereotypes people have concerning about you and your race. Use that privilege. Use it. Use it. Don't even feel bad about it. People give you a hard time. Oh well, that's when you have to start using your privilege, because you're humble. Yeah, most girls that are beautiful, most girls that are pretty and beautiful, they're humble. But just because they're humble, it doesn't mean that they don't know that they're on a pedestal and they have a pedestal. Her heart, the fact that she's nice and sweet, she has a good heart and she works hard, and she is not about drama, she's not about gossip, and she doesn't fit a stereotype, and she refuses to act like a stereotype. The fact that you try to give her a hard time, but she still works hard, she still give it her all, that should be respected. That should be respected, because trust and believe me, a pretty girl that's nice, she can be the coldest bitch. And when she becomes a cold bitch, you should know how you treated her. How did you treat her for her to act like that? So, to all my pretty girls, use your beauty, use your looks, use your privilege to your advantage. You can become a model, you can become a waitress, you can become a server. Go for your dreams and keep it nice. Keep it as a secret. Not everyone deserves to know what you're doing as a hustle, especially those people who give you a hard time every day. They always try to find something wrong. When you're a pretty girl, there'll be this jealous girl, this jealous employee, this jealous supervisor. She'll be on your ass every day, and yet you're new. Yet you're the new girl. Why are you giving this girl a hard time? For real. Because, yeah, I said what I said, so I messaged to my pretty girl, stand up for yourself, use your voice. When I say use your voice, I mean, when I say use your voice, I mean stand up for yourself, speak out for yourself. If no one's gonna defend you, defend yourself. Defend yourself, and you know who you are. If you know you're a sweet girl, a nice girl, that, that, that is gonna help you level up everywhere you go, because people who treat you bad people who treat you bad, give you a hard time, and they see that you're working hard. When they see that you're a nice girl and sweet, they'll feel bad. They'll have that guilt living in their mind because they'll know that they're in the wrong. How dare they treat a person who's nice and give them no problems, but they try to give it to you? For what reason? So, message to my pretty girls, use your privilege to your advantage. Use it. If you can sing, sing. If you can dance, dance. Go out there, show your talent, showcase it. Go for your dreams, go for your profession, study hard. Study hard. Study hard. Let them be a hater. Let them criticize you every day as you level up behind their backs. You level up behind their backs, baby. Because the harder they hate, it means you're gonna be the greatest. The more you're gonna become great. Haters hate on people who have potential. Haters hate on people who are beautiful and gorgeous and mind their business, as everyone should. Because as a pretty girl, yeah, you might have more privilege than them. People might actually listen to what you have to say more than them. Because the only title they have is their job and their work. That's where they can be a boss. But you, the girl they give a hard time, you a boss, baby. You a boss, because it takes a real boss to take some disrespect from a B and still level up. And still level up. So you might be jealous of this beautiful girl, but you gotta respect this girl, because her situation, the way people treat her, not everyone can handle that. Not everyone. So if you're a pretty girl and you're watching this, use your privilege, use your looks, use your beauty, become a beauty influencer. Speak out. So no one that works gets bullied because they're pretty and they're gorgeous. That's dumb and stupid. That's dumb and stupid. When I see a girl that's pretty and she's working, I don't give her a hard time because she's pretty and working. And she's pretty. I don't give her a hard time. I might give a hard time to a person that gives me a hard time for no reason. That's when I might start speaking how I'm speaking. But like, yeah. So I said what I said. Use your looks, use your beauty, use your talent, use your skills, use the way you was raised. If you was raised right, if you know how to speak to people, you know how to communicate, and you're not ghetto and ratchet, and you know how to behave in society, you know how to talk to people, you're polite, you have manners, you have courtesy, you know how to say, hey, thank you, you're welcome, have a good day, have a good afternoon. You know how to make people feel good about themselves. You congratulate people on their accomplishments. You say, hey, you did your job well. You know how to learn from the best, and that can be, people you work with at your job. Like, you don't have an ego. You have an ego, but you don't have an ego. Like, you don't mind learning from the best. You don't mind learning from people that have more experience than you. When people teach you how to do something better, be grateful about that and make yourself become better. Make yourself become better. I said what I said. When you're a beautiful, gorgeous woman, you got to be equipped. You have to be equipped. Use your intelligence. Be smart. Get education. Go to college. Go to university. Have a passion. Have a career. If you can sing, if you can dance, promote that on social media. Sing and dance, and someone's gonna see your talent, and they're gonna put you as a singer of the greatest of all time, and people are gonna hear your song on the radio. You should not feel bad, especially if people try to give you a hard time for no reason. So I might do a part two. But to all my pretty girls, a message for you: keep being beautiful, keep being yourself, and get education, be smart, and never take it for granted when they hate on you. When they hate, it's because there's something you have that they don't have. It can be a lot of things that you have that they don't have and they'll never have. Use your privilege and your advantage. If you know what I mean, I said what I said. Yeah, you hold power. You hold power, and let no one try to make it look like you don't hold no power. You hold power, baby. Title or without no title, they treat you like you have a title. And when you're a pretty girl, they'll try to make gossip. They'll try to make drama. They have nothing going on for themselves. All they have is work. That's why every time you do something, you say something, they're like, "Hey, what?" They only pay attention to what you do and what you say instead of paying attention to what they have going on. So, who holds the power? You do. So, this is my message to beautiful girls: keep shining your light, keep being beautiful, keep being gorgeous, go for your dreams, go for your career, work hard, and let no one bully you, especially a woman. Let no woman use her title to bully you because she has nothing going on for herself. And if a woman feels pressed of what I said, it's probably because you, instead of being a leader and using your role to be a leader to show your leadership skills and help people level up, you're giving people a hard time. And what do you think happens when you give your own workers a hard time? What do you think happens? They might still everyday work for you, say hello to you, but they don't really have that friendship with you. If I was in a position of being a you know a manager, a supervisor, and I see a woman, she's beautiful, she's gorgeous, and she does her job, she works hard, she's nice, she's sweet, but she's not a doormat, but she's nice and sweet, and she works hard and she tries to do her best, I would never make her feel bad. I would never make her feel uncomfortable, you know? And that's how you build friendships. You don't treat people like garbage and you don't abuse your title. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, and drop down the comments below if you ever experienced someone being jealous of you and treating you bad because they're jealous of you, and that can be in the workplace or any place. Drop down in comments below if someone ever tried to give you a hard time, and how did you handle this situation, or like what did they say, what did they what did they say, how was the situation, like you can say a story time that you had with a jealous person in the comments down below. And see you until next time, and I might do another video of this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay beautiful, stay intelligent, keep working hard, and don't fit no stereotype. Don't appease to a stereotype to make people feel comfortable, especially if you know that deep down that's not who you are. Stand in what you believe in, be intelligent, be smart, and don't feel bad about you being beautiful and being privileged in the way that you are. Everyone has their own privileges, but especially if you're a beautiful, gorgeous girl and you have a nice spirit and nice soul, let no one make you feel guilty that you level up and you don't take them with you, especially the ones I hate, especially the ones that are jealous. Because that's the wrong way to go with things. That's the wrong way to go with things. When I see a pretty girl, I get inspired. And of course, like, not every girl's gonna have a nice personality, but what I'm saying is so wrong to treat somebody bad because you feel that they have more than you. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, bye.